What's up, guys? It's the real Mr. Squid here. Welcome back to another episode of Tekkit Classic Reloaded. Hope y'all are having a good day. I'm having a good one. So, we're going to get right into it today, and we're going to be giving our Applied Energistics 2 system a beefy upgrade. Very beefy. So, one thing to know about Applied Energistics systems is that without an ME controller, they can only have 8 channels. Okay? So this drive takes up a channel, this takes up a channel, this import bus takes up a channel. I believe the security terminal, I'm not sure about the access point, and I know for a fact that the crafting terminal does. Okay. Now channels are a little bit of a confusing topic. So let's see if I can make some ME drives real quick and try to explain it better. So if I connect another one, we're still fine. Another one, we're still fine, I believe. But I think, yeah, there we go. So there's actually a tool you can make. I believe it's called our systems that can't make it. I think it's called the network tool. Network tool. There we go. This is kind of like your wrench for the mod. Not only does it let you, pick things up easily, but it also lets you right-click on your system just normally and see how much power it's using. Yeah, these are all the devices. So actually it's everything that's connected. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think. 7, 8, and then any more than 8. Or no, that's 8, and any more than 8, and it doesn't work anymore. And how do you get more than 8 channels? Well, that is where the ME controller comes into play. So we're gonna whip that up real quick. It takes an engineering processor, some skystone blocks, and I believe does it need pure fluix? I guess it needs pure fluix. Now there's some rules about these things when you set these up. Networking, crafting controller. So let me just connect this stuff up. So it's working if it's got power, and you're kind of like creating a multi-block structure, and it can go pretty far. But one of the biggest rules is you can't have any 4 controller blocks touching each other. So if I put one there and one there, not only does this whole thing, or the majority of it, become not working, but this isn't working because it's 4 blocks are touching it, and the one on this side isn't working because it was placed last. The other limit of controller blocks is that they can only be, I think, 7 long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, they can only be 7 long. And if it's 8 long, it's a no-go. And every single side of this block will output 32 channels. I know what you're thinking. Wow, we go from 8 channels to 32 times, 6 times. 32 over 6, all sides of the block. That's pretty intense. We'll probably only need 1 controller, but for aesthetics, I'm going to put down like 3. Probably like right about here. There we go. This will be the center pillar of our new AE system. Let me grab another system called Energy Acceptor. We'll put it under it. As you guys can see, I'm using the new Void stuff because I want it to have good use. Let me see if I can sleep to get this rain to go away. Prevents rain and snowstorms. We're making this thing right now, guys. It's called the little sidetrack thing. It's called the Vulcanite Amulet. And we need lava buckets. terrain's getting on my nerves, that's all. So this can do cool things, you know, put down lava, infinite lava bucket. That's not what we're using it for, we're just using it to get rid of the rain, for now. Man, this mod's great. Okay. Let's connect this up. Nice. So these are actually two different systems now, just because they're not connected. So the first thing that we're gonna do, I'm just thinking if I want to make this taller or not. I think I actually want to make it. There we go. I'll explain that later. Why I did that. We should be able to block this off now. So, we've currently, up until this point, just been using normal Fluix cables. Now we're going to upgrade to smart cables here. And what those are going to allow us to do is not only see how many channels we're using, but it'll also allow us to color code and separate things in a more easy fashion. So, let's get making those. First, you got to turn normal covers into normal ME glass cables into ME covered cables, and you do that with wool. Let's grab some wool. Bam. And I believe it's like so. Dense covered cable. So, I should first explain. This cable, just like Fluid's cable, can only carry 8 channels. Okay? But this is outputting 32, and we're only able to take out 8. And that seems like a waste of 24 some odd channels. So to get access to said channels, we need a dense cable. Now how you get a dense cable is you put 4 ME covered cables together, and you get a thick boy. These boys are huge. Now that's what I like to call cabling. So what we're going to do is we are going to have probably one dense cable come out like this. Maybe one come out like this. Come out like that. And one come out like that. So now we have access to 128 channels. But I mean this stuff is expensive. But since we have Project E, we don't really have to worry about price and stuff. So we could wire it everywhere, you know? We could wire the dense cable everywhere, but that's kind of ridiculous, for a lack of a better word. So what we're going to use, we're going to be using P2P channels to use a lesser type of wire, but also be able to transfer 32 channels a long distance. And the way that we're going to do that is, as I said, with these P2P tunnels. So I'll kind of explain how they work real quick. Let me grab some Fluix cable. And I'm also going to need some anchors. Ain't got no dang sticks. Ain't that a shame? This one might be a little bit of a longer episode, because stuff like this is... I'm not trying to do like a mod review or nothing, but it might end up seeming like that. Okay. So, I also upgraded my dense cables to dense smart cables, so you can see the channel. See, like there's going to be a line here. Let's see, there's nothing connected here, but if I do this, this should light up with one line. Yep. Oh, right. Well, you guys get the point. Let me just grab an ME drive. There we go. See the lines? This is, this is maxed out on this side. Okay. So let's get these nice smart cables down. And how you use P2P tunnels? Oop, I forgot. We're gonna need a linking tool as well. Linking. Or it's called like a card of some. Yeah, there we are. Memory card. Calculation press, iron. Pretty simple stuff. So yeah, treat this tunnel like it's a portal. So if I put this here, and then I run, I have to anchor here. Fluix here, Fluix here, and Fluix here. So now, this is not using any channels, right? And wherever I wire this to, I can put another P2P, and then I can have my dense cable. So it's like the dense cable starts here, it goes through this portal via these tunnels, the P2P tunnels, and then comes out this end. Now how you link it is you use the memory card. So you right click here, and then you click here. So you see how this has, well, what's that? 1 second. Okay. So it's online. Oops. And now to know if it's working, we can put down, for say example, 4 of these or something. We'll come over to here, and it's using 4 channels, 4 out of 32. Because this is actually over here, and there's 4 of these down. So that's kind of how P2P works, to my extent of it. I actually learned it from a couple of YouTubers. I learned it from a guy named Non-Sanity, and a guy named Hypnotized. Super cool YouTubers. I've watched them both for quite a long time. Definitely, if I don't do the justice, go check out their videos. They're great. Very in-depth. So, this is how we're going to save, I guess, EMC in this case. But we're also just going to make it look better. Let me remove this. So let's do these storages first. So go out like this. Oop, I forgot the anchors. Yeah, you don't want this to connect because then that will be wasting a channel. Anchors are a way to make stuff like cables like not connect. So we'll do a P2P here and a P2P here. Bring some more P2P. We will link it up to like something this far out maybe. This far out. Get that all symmetrical. Very cool. Shift right click to get the device and normal right click to load it. Okay. Now this should have 32 channels available, as should this. Now let's see if we can get some normal smart cable going. There we go. Grab some more since we made it. And we already have a bunch of drives we're going to use. Let's see. Actually, let me be right back, guys. I decided I'm gonna change this on the fly. My bad. Okay, guys. So I cut off the side ones. I moved it to the back. So this is gonna be where we put our drives. So did the same thing. P2P. Going here, using this cable to cut down on these hefty cables. And now we are going to set up. Let me get some anchors here. Don't know where that anchor went. There it goes. We are going to set up our drives. This should be as many drives as we need, if I'm being honest. Trying to max out the 32 here. Let's see. 7. Dang it. So the thing about ME drives is they kind of connect to each other, so you don't need I wouldn't need to bring this dense cable all the way up if I'm correct. Shout out cables, you know? Okay. So we should be at... I know how math works. I don't know how math works, is what we've learned. We're going to make this... Oh, you know what? Oh, yeah, we will need to bring the cable all the way up because ME drives can only do 8 blocks, and this is going to be taller than 8 blocks. So, another thing that this tells me is that I'm mode of climbing on things, so let's try to make a way to fly. Like a better way to fly other than our jetpack. Like a way to fly when we're not using our jetpack. I know there's the Swift Wolf's Rending Gale. It's a ring from Project E. Let me see. Swift Wolf Rending Gale. This iron band. Plus these feathers. Okay. Can we fly? No. I think we need a Klein Star Omega. Well, any Klein Star, but we're going to use the highest storage one. And all you have to do to charge it up is put it into the left side of your transmutation table. Now can I fly? Does it have to be in the hotbar? Ah, it does. Okay, there we go. I should make things a lot easier. Now I know what you guys are thinking. You're thinking this is an absurd amount of storage and you're never going to use it. And you're absolutely right. But why not make the best system that you can make almost every time? How many channels are we up to? 32 or 23? Whew. I feel like there's something that's... Ah, right. So 16. Right, because they're not all connected, right? Yeah, we're almost there. I don't want to go too high. That was a weird noise. And that was too high, right? Update 27. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 times 3, 21. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Oh, it is 27. 28, 29, 30, 31. 31 out of 32 channels. But to change that, we're going to actually put this here. And we're going to put this underground. Cable anchors, bring it across. Cable anchor, bring it up. There we go. We can make this look better later, but that should be 32 out of 32 channels. All these should be powered. So now if we want to, which we do, we can fill this with 64Ks. Now we're not going to do that right now. What we're going to do next is set up just the terminal and stuff, and that should be good. Get this going. I'll just slap this right on top since that'll be the center. That's good for that. I do not like that landing noise. So now we just need to bring some of our stuff over, I guess. Where is our network card? Can't find it. It's probably staring. There it is. I guess we don't need it just yet. We still got some stuff to do. Now you don't need to P2P everything. Like, I'm probably not going to end up P2Ping this thing right here. This will just be a normal smart cable of the Fluix variety. Should be one channel. Yep, one channel. Now let's grab all of our drives and put them in. I wanted to make a building for this, but then I decided that I think it would look cooler if all the technology was outside. And eventually I'll probably build around it to make it look very organic. There we go. There's all our stuff. I know what you're thinking. All these machines, which we can even check, must be using a lot of power. 15,000? Oh, are we actually running out of power? That'd be funny. We're almost running out of power. So let's get some of these dense energy cells down. Multiple, like 4. That shouldn't be messing with this channel, I don't think. You know, I should have made these Fluix cables smart cables, but that's okay. I'll probably switch them over to purple smart cables in between episodes or something, just so I can see how many channels are being used by the P2P tunnels. It keeps dipping out, and I don't know why. Are you okay? We're not, like, losing anything, are we? Yeah, no, we're fine. So the thing I'm probably going to do next episode is we're going to link this beast of an applied energistics system up to our AE2 machines, and that's going to make things really interesting. Just got to get rid of this. I'll do that off camera. But yeah, if you guys had any questions about how any of this works, you guys leave them down below and I'll answer as best as I can. I do not know why this is doing this, and I am going to fix it. Just anchor. Anchor. There we go. You know what it could be? It could be that it's powering these, but this isn't running out of power. I don't know what it is. I don't know what the deal is. But I know that 800,000 EU. Yeah, it's like filling these up. That's what it's doing. Hope it's able to keep up. I feel like it should be. How's this doing? Up to 6 plutonium. We're getting there. Let's check on the reactor. Halfway done. Yep. When this is done, guys, this will be super cool. But I think that's all we're going to do for today. It's a wrapping up point. So, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something about applied energistics. If you liked it, slap that like button. Really helps me out, and I appreciate it. And I hope you guys all have a good day. Peace out. Bye bye.